Welcome back to English Bites, the podcast where we break down complex English into delicious, easy-to-digest pieces. I'm your host, Mia.
And I'm Ben, joining you today. Mia, I'm really excited about our topic. It's something everyone experiences every single day, and it's absolutely fundamental for anyone learning English.
You got it, Ben. Today, we're diving deep into daily routine in English, specifically focusing on easy English for real life. We're talking about those essential phrases and vocabulary you need to describe what you do from the moment you wake up until you hit the pillow again.
It sounds simple, but think about it. If someone asks you, "So what do you usually do on a weekday?" Or, "Tell me about your typical Saturday." These are common, real-life questions. And if you can't articulate your daily routine, you're missing a huge chunk of conversational ability.
Exactly. It's not just about memorizing words. It's about building the confidence to share your life, to connect with others, and to understand their lives too. And the beauty is, the language for daily routines is often quite straightforward.
So where should we start, Mia? The beginning of the day, I presume.
Absolutely. Let's kick off with the morning. Ben, what's one of the very first things you do?
Well, usually my alarm goes off and I wake up. Simple as that. Then, after a few minutes of trying to convince myself to actually get out of bed, I get up.
Perfect. I wake up and I get up. Notice the difference there. You wake up when your eyes open, but you get up when you physically leave the bed. Then, what's next for you?
Typically, I head straight to the kitchen to make some coffee. I love my morning coffee. So I make coffee, or I brew coffee. While it's brewing, I usually check my phone for any urgent messages.
Great. And for many, after getting up, it's I go to the bathroom or I use the restroom. Then, I brush my teeth and I wash my face. Some might say I take a shower or I have a shower. There are different ways to say it, all perfectly natural.
And once you're feeling fresh and clean, it's often I get dressed. You know, putting on your clothes for the day. And then the most important meal. I eat breakfast. Or I have breakfast. What do you usually have for breakfast, Mia?
Oh, I'm a big fan of oatmeal. So I usually eat oatmeal with some fruit. And then I leave for work or I commute to work. For me, that's I take the bus. But for others, it might be I drive to work or I walk to work. See how we're building these sentences? Subject, verb, object, simple time expressions.
It's all about chaining these simple actions together. So that covers a solid chunk of the morning. Let's move into the afternoon. What happens after you arrive at work or start your studies, Mia?
Once I'm at the office, I start working. Then around midday, it's I eat lunch or I have lunch. Sometimes I pack my lunch. Other days, I buy lunch. And after lunch, I continue working until the end of the day.
And for students, it might be I attend classes, I study, I do homework. The key is to identify the main action. Then, I finish work or I finish classes at a certain time. This is when the transition to evening begins.
Absolutely. For me, after work, I head home. Then I cook dinner. Or sometimes, if I'm feeling lazy, I order takeout. And I eat dinner with my family. We might watch TV or read a book afterward.
And before bed, it's often about winding down. I relax by listening to music. Or maybe I prepare my clothes for the next day. And finally, I go to bed or I fall asleep.
So we've covered a full day, but the magic isn't just in hearing these phrases. It's in making them your own. Listeners, we encourage you to grab a pen and paper, or even just open a note on your phone and write down your typical weekday routine using these simple phrases.
Exactly. Instead of I eat breakfast, what do you eat? Is it I eat toast or I have cereal? Personalize it. This makes the language much more relevant and memorable for you.
And don't forget to add those small details like usually, sometimes, every day, or after that. For example, I usually wake up at 6 a.m., then I brush my teeth, and after that, I have coffee. These little connectors make your description flow more naturally.
Another fantastic way to practice is to narrate your day to yourself in English. As you're going through your morning, think, okay, now I'm making coffee. Now I'm brushing my hair. This internal monologue builds fluency and helps you recall vocabulary.
And it doesn't have to be perfect. The goal is communication. You're building a foundation. Think about how much of daily conversation revolves around, what did you do today? Or what are your plans? This vocabulary is your key to those conversations.
We should also quickly mention that routines aren't always the same. Your weekend routine might look very different. Instead of I go to work, it might be I sleep in, or I go to the gym, or I meet friends. The structure remains the same, just the activities change.
That's a great point, Ben. It's about adapting the framework. So, to recap our main insights for today, start simple. Don't try to use complex words if basic ones will do. Focus on the core verbs and actions of your day.
And practice regularly, whether it's writing it down, narrating to yourself, or even talking to a language partner. Consistency is key. The more you use these phrases, the more natural they'll become.
Absolutely. And finally, don't be afraid to make it personal. Your daily routine is unique to you, and describing it in English is a powerful step towards real-life fluency. It builds immense confidence to be able to talk about the most basic yet fundamental aspects of your life.
So take these easy English phrases, apply them to your own daily life, and you'll be amazed at how quickly your conversational skills improve. It truly is about making English for real life accessible.
Fantastic advice, Ben. That's all the time we have for today on English Bites. Thank you for joining us.
And thank you, listeners, for tuning in. Keep practicing, keep learning, and we'll catch you next time.